Silent or passive anger is a form of anger turned inward. With this kind of anger, you find yourself not saying what you need to say in the moment that you need to say it. Instead, you shut down, feel resentful, and harbor cynical thoughts about the situation that you're in with someone that you can't seem to resolve. You stay quiet when you feel criticized. You don't speak up when you feel left out. You might go along with someone else's plans even though you wish you were doing something else. You rarely say anything when you feel angry, but you play situations that make you feel upset over and over again in your head. Even when you're confronted, you deny it. Your partner might even beg you to tell them what's bothering you because they can feel that something's wrong, but you refuse. You do this because you think it's not okay to talk about your anger directly or ask for what you need. Your biggest fear is that if you're honest about what's upsetting you, something terrible will happen. Maybe you'll lose love or hurt or upset someone, so you keep your feelings to yourself. Consequences of this kind of anger is that you're hurting yourself and sabotaging your relationship. You hurt yourself by neglecting yourself. Instead of saying what you need, you go into hyper caregiving mode, even when no one's asking you to do that, and people pleasing. You might find yourself in self-sabotage by failing to complete things that you want to do because you can't say no or say what you want clearly enough to make time for your real desires. Then you blame and attack yourself for not getting it right. You're over-focusing on others' needs at the expense of your own, but in your alone moments, you feel really upset about it. Maybe you're attacking yourself because that's safer than calling someone else out for things. Maybe your relationship is toxic, but you blame yourself for not getting it right. So you pick your battles in a way that keeps you on the back burner. Maybe you don't even feel angry because you've learned to turn it off so effectively. But your body will bear the brunt of your anger that you don't express, usually in the form of headaches, high blood pressure, heart disease, or even cancer. You might find yourself becoming very self-critical because you're having these negative thoughts and feelings that you aren't allowing yourself to verbalize. This kind of anger can lead to depression or self-destructive behaviors. It's caused by having a childhood where your needs were not met or acknowledged by others, and you had to keep someone else's emotions in mind so that you could stay safe. This is true in those situations where a parent uses shame, guilt, or fear to control you. It comes from that parent's behaviors causing you to believe that you aren't lovable unless you're meeting their emotional needs. That wasn't okay, and it's not okay for you to continue to put yourself last, hoping that someone will finally see how valuable you are. You have to begin by seeing your value. This is a case where your anger about being last should inspire you to seek your own good. I know that may be much easier said than done, but some anger can really be useful to activate us toward taking good care of ourselves. In this situation, you want to consider the really good reasons for your anger. What needs do you have that you've neglected while trying to please others? I'll tell you right now that it's okay to take care of yourself. Having needs that haven't been met for a long time naturally leads to angry feelings. Those are the feelings that should activate us towards self-care. If you're having trouble doing this, I can help you learn to identify what thoughts to look at so that you can start to use your anger constructively to heal instead of going deeper and deeper into discouragement. Look for the link in the description to Trauma Free Nation to learn more about how you can overcome the pain caused by childhood trauma that leaves you feeling angry and helpless all the time. In the meantime, here's your homework. I'm Tamara Ridge, the therapist that's been there, helping you heal the silent anger that comes from childhood trauma.